What is up, my friends? So I got the chance to see El Camino. I was going to try and watch it last night when it came out at 2 a.m. My goodness, I could not stay up. So I barely got back from work, got the chance to watch it, really take it in. First and foremost, thank you, Vince Gilligan, for delivering such an amazing epilogue to the Breaking Bad series, one of the best TV shows ever made. And we definitely got to see where Pinkman is now. So the movie basically deals with Jesse Pinkman right after he escaped the Nazis, holding him hostage, and we see it pick up right there and then. Like, it doesn't wait or say, here's 6 months later. No, it's like, right here, let's go. We see him go through these flashbacks. He starts to figure out how to get some money from when he was working for the Nazis. Well, he wasn't even working for them. He was basically enslaved and forced to work for them. And we see him recollect memories of going with Todd to pretty much bury and get rid of a body that Todd had killed somebody. And he remembers that Todd had some money stashed. Ultimately, Jesse goes to get this money, and then he encounters two guys that were actually knowingly going to go get Todd's money as well. They have a little confrontation. Ultimately, they split it in threes, and then we see Jesse go on his way to try and get the guy who can make you disappear and start a new life that Saul Goodman would talk about. And the guy's basically like, you need to pay me from last time, because this is a guy we see in season 5 that Jesse just leaves hanging. So he didn't get that money for that, and then he's like, you gotta pay me for that, and you gotta pay me for a new one. Jesse's ultimately short, so he goes back to the guys that were breaking into Todd's apartment to get his money, to ask for some money. They're like, why the hell will we give you money? And he's like, let's do a little duel showdown, an old western type of thing. Whoever draws their gun now first shoots them and kills them, gets to keep the money. Ultimately, to do that, Jesse is the winner. He takes all of the money. He gets to go to Alaska, which we see him talk about with Mike at the beginning of the film, and it's something that also Jesse says in season 5 where he wants to go as well. And we see him deliver a letter to the vacuum man who can make you disappear. This says, this is the only letter I want, this is the only goodbye. We see it's addressed to Brock, and then Jesse just goes on his way. The film pretty much ends with Jesse driving into Alaska, starting a new life, and then we get a flashback scene of him and Jane driving, where he basically talks to her about this philosophy that she has that he likes from her, with that being that you're going wherever the universe is taking you, to which she replies, I think that's pretty dumb. I think it's better for you to have basically your own choice, your own free will to do what you think you need to do. And I think that's a pretty good metaphor for Jesse from the beginning of Breaking Bad to the end of El Camino, because throughout Breaking Bad we see him pretty much just going with the flow, like, this is what's next, so I guess I'm going with that. Never really having any assertion for himself. Pretty much whenever he was with Walter or Hank, he was just going the way they were going, and not really caring or knowing to say, no, this is what Jesse Pinkman wants and needs to do. It's just like, whatever. And I thought that was a pretty interesting way because of wrapping this, because at the end of El Camino, or during all of El Camino, we see Jesse do it his way and pretty much just say, it's going to happen how I want it to happen, or it's not going to happen at all. And I thought that was pretty cool of the filmmakers to do, and have Jesse pretty much be his own person now. And so I think that was a pretty interesting way to have a last final scene, not really Jesse Pinkman driving into the Alaskan snowy whites, but actually having that flashback scene of something that maybe he was thinking about as he was driving, which really wraps up Jesse Pinkman's story really well. Or should I say Mr. Driscoll, as he has changed his identity now. But yeah, overall, I think the film did a great job at doing a great wrap-up for the series, as well as Jesse Pinkman. It was awesome to see Walter and Jesse again. And yeah, Walter's dead, by the way. It is confirmed during a news broadcast that Walter White is dead. And I thought that was something that was pretty sad, because I would have wanted to see Mr. Heisenberg one more time. But other than that, I thought the film was great. Jesse Pinkman's story is wrapped up. He is now free to live his life as best as he can. As Mike said, there is no way of undoing everything we've done or to make it right. We can only go forward, and that is what Pinkman is doing. So, yeah, pretty great wrap up to the series, and that ending definitely is that. Now, what is written on that letter, we'll never know. According to Aaron Paul, the actor who plays Jesse Pinkman, it was supposed to be in the movie. Ultimately, Vince Gilligan did decide not to show it, and according to Pinkman, it was pretty good, the letter that he wrote, and maybe one day he'll be able to share it, as he says. But for now, we are left to wonder, what could Jesse Pinkman say to Brock to make it all better? As we know, Brock is the kid that his girlfriend Andrea had, the one that Todd shot dead. And yeah, so I'm pretty sure it's something along the lines of "I'm sorry" or something like that. But what are your thoughts on El Camino? Its ending. Do you think we deserve to watch this movie, or do you think this movie was basically pointless? Let me know in the comments below. I'd really like to know. But anyways, if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, what are you waiting for? Hit the like, comment, share, all that good stuff. We're on the road to 10,000 subscribers. We'll be doing a My Hero Academia episode video tomorrow on the first episode of season 4. We'll be waking up as early as I can to watch it. I think it comes out about 7 a.m. So I'm pretty pumped for that. But anyways, as always, I'll see you next time. Stay positive.